driving rainstorm make its way through
Nice.
the plains,
Oh,
and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And off we go from Denver.
So we got to try to win back, win the division.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
We're starting a new quarterback, a rookie quarterback.
2 and now on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
That's pick.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick.
Oh, go, Mika.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That's the leading rusher in the NFL right there. You're not stopping him.
16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
I just can't with extra points.
And his kick is no good.
I can't.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I just can't.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Shouldn't matter too much, though. I'm expecting.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Dalvin Cook for sure.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
He starts.
What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here.
I didn't think he was throwing that. I almost actually walked away from the...
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. There. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down, Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Oh, that's the rookie.
End zone on
Wide
first
open.
down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Doug Costin gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards.
So far, I'm missing Colin Kaepernick already. No.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and 2 are going to be intercepted.
He's got Odell
for the
Beckham.
3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
My receiver didn't even go for it.
By Ronald Darby. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
no, Trey,
veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
We are playing horrible. That's all I'm
looking
saying.
for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down. Now Tua. And this throw incomplete.
I just can't make a field
all
goal.
over him that time, but it's going to lead
Our
to
receivers
3rd down.
seem to not want to be playing
We saw
football.
these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Open man.
I don't think he got it.
Fant, the tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Six nothing our score after 1.
Vikings 6, Broncos nothing.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Vikings 3-yard line.
Yeah, have a short zone there.
By Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy.
So far, we've been playing sloppy. We'll win this game for sure, but
golly. The Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Could have been a 2-possession game instead of giving a good field position. Then threw a weird pick.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
That's just frustrating.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the
Man, I could have had another touchdown too. What's his face?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Like, what is that throw, though? What is that throw? Do I need to put Colin Kaepernick back in? You can't throw, like, 30 yards downfield as a quarterback?
For him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it.
Because it's quarterback.
When you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
He can't throw it 30 yards downfield.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he works it past the 30, almost.
The quarterback needs to get his shit together. He is losing me the game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And we've hit the
like, I'm
2-minute
scared to
mark
do
in
any
this
passing
first
plays
half of
because of
action.
how garbage my QB's been.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Jeez,
Yes,
and he's
right.
miles
I'm
away
scared to
and
throw it
smiling.
deep. I had an open receiver
Second down
downfield,
attempt
but
there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
terrifying.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. Flushed out right.
Just use your legs, young man.
To a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Finally, a nice-looking pass.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
On second down now, it's Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
Okay.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the
Let's
13,
see you call
now
this
they
nice
work
play
on
here.
1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Oh my God, I didn't think I was going to make that throw.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. That is a near perfect end.
I was just going to run with the quarterback there for a
We've
second.
seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
I didn't return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
I think throw it short still.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
X-factor.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Oh, they're asking me to go for 2.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their 1st of this 2nd half. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
NASCAR driver Tony Stewart here, or
3
what?
and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mike 14, Mike 14, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Over the middle, complete to Judy. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
Oh my God, how many tackles is that
breaking? The receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A huge play there for Denver. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams.
I got him.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to go down.
4th down, do you kick the field goal here?
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Yeah, I can't even make one. This guy, I would miss all of these.
Now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
I don't know if this guy knows him in
now to start their next
championship, but we'll see.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw.
And he flopped it.
Hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him.
There you go. Another drop.
Yeah, this pass broken up.
Back-to-back drop.
On 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed to.
I am playing horrible in the passing game.
And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take
playing
over,
absolutely horrible.
And 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
I don't think he got it, though.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch it drag.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Pick.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Another tote for the workhorse.
Oh, and he kills my X-Factor off.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
That's
on the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard
Are you kidding me?
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Triple option. So rare play. 0 running backs.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tua. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now.
Oh, yeah, you got to go for it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Fourth and 21.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Yeah, it's just more rushing
and
yards,
they will
I guess.
get to this one and down it at the 13-yard
All right, 1 more
line.
touchdown kind of seals this game, so. Let's get a big run here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your team there playing keep away.
Here, we're going to go run.
First downs,
we want to keep it
touch
to
the
the
ball.
outside. More field over there, yeah.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
He is at a 1,500-yard campaign. What does it matter now? We're just 1 2-minute warning.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It carries like that.
All right,
that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's not calling timeouts. I think I can knee it after this then.
On 1st down, Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Is it asking me to knee
have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And we'll end the game.
They'll try the left side. It's Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That's it.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they?
I had to literally just start running the ball near the end of the game because we could not throw it very good. Neither could he, though. I'm not complaining. His quarterback even had worse throws than we did. And we're still in last, but we're tied now with the Bears at least for 2nd at the moment. We still haven't lost in this Vikings franchise. I think we were 1-6 when I joined. And now we're 7-6. We're killing it. And then in the, look at the rushing leaders. Oh, it's funny. I don't even have the most. Like, Nick Chubb and Josh Jacobs still have less carries than me. And I have, like, 400, 500 more yards than them. It's insane. Mahomes, Michael Gallup. Yeah, it's scary to see. So we beat the Broncos 21-10. Dolphins beat the Chargers 45-7. Yikes. I'm looking for the Texans if they play this week. Versus the Niners. Oh. Overall, good game. Maybe next. Who do we actually have next? We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How are they? Whoops. Oh yeah, they're 10-3. Easy win. All right, we'll catch you next time.